We had so much fun putting together our 60-second interviews with some of the world's best drivers here on the Monday practice day for the two-wheel drive portion of the IFMAR World Championships that we had to put together a whole second segment of them. Here are more of our one-minute interviews with the world's best. We got TLR's Mike Truhe here. You're a two-time national champion in two-wheel drive buggy class and racing here for your first world's title. What do you think of the track so far?
Track's awesome. It's they did an awesome job with the layout. It's super fun to drive, and I couldn't really ask for more.
And we've seen a lot of the tracks, especially in 2013, with sugared surface, and I mean this track is no different. It's got some crazy traction.
Yeah, the traction's even higher than the nationals, and should be good for everybody. Should be consistent.
The layout's got a few different sections than what we saw last month. A little more sweeping corners, but still got the big jumps. And I think most importantly, the end of the straightaway is not the hardest section of the track anymore. So what do you think of the new layout?
The layout's super fun. Kevin did an awesome job with it, and the whole A-Main crew, they put on a real good show.
Have you had to make changes to your car since last month?
Not too many. Couple little changes, but nothing major.
Cool. Well, looking forward to seeing what you can do when the clock starts. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
We're with Hot Body's team driver, Ty Tessman, won four-wheel at the Roar Nationals, and you won both classes at the Pre-World. So what do you think of this track, and how confident are you in your chances this weekend?
The track is really cool this time. It's really fast, and I think it's going to be good for racing. I'm pretty confident in four-wheel. We're still working on the two-wheel a little bit. Hopefully we can get it good by the end, but I just try to do my best.
Is it nice only having to focus on one car at a time?
Yes, it's definitely nice, yeah.
And what do you think of the layout itself? I mean, it's a little more faster than we saw at the Nationals, a lot of sweeping corners, but still pretty big jumps.
Yeah, I really like it. The flow of the track is really good. It's nice and open, so I think it'll be good for passing. It won't be like a one-line track, so I think it'll be really good for the mains.
And how much setup work have you had to do on the two-wheel drive?
We've changed a lot from the Nationals, and we got the top body shocks on there, so we've got a lot of testing done, so hopefully it all works out.
Cool. Well, good luck and great job so far today. We'll see how you do this weekend.
Thanks.
We got team associated, team manager, and racer this weekend, Brent Thielke. Brent, what do you think of the track and your car after two-wheel drive?
It's a lot of fun to drive on. This is what I expected when you get Kevin Angelic in charge of a track, and he delivered, did a great job.
And it was pretty extreme having all that rain, and yet they got the track, back ready to go with just a couple-hour delay today. So they did a pretty amazing job.
Yeah, it's never easy to get started in an event, and that's always the kind of the hardest part. I deal with that with the Reedy race. Just the first time cars get on the track is such an accomplishment. So yeah, they did a really good job of getting on the track in time here.
Is it tough coming to a race like this when you're handling both team manager duties and still trying to race yourself?
Yeah, I mean, in my position, I'm a little lucky that I still get to race with really no pressure or any just with the pressure I put on myself. So if anything, that maybe helps me relax a little bit. I'm so focused on helping the guys and making sure they have what they need that I just go up and I just drive my car. And if it's good, I'll finish where I'm going to finish. If it's bad, it's a little frustrating. But in the end, my job is bigger than my results.
We're here with a Kyosho driver from Sweden, David Ronnefolk. You've had 3 runs on the track in two-wheel drive buggy. What do you think of both your car and the track?
Yeah, the car is really good. It's improving every practice round now, so I'm feeling very comfortable right now, and the track is amazing. Like, we don't have any track like this in Europe, and it's always fun to come here and race on these tracks because it's a lot of jumps and stuff, and that's kind of my style. So it's working really good right now.
You run a lot of 8 scale back home, so how tough is it to make the transition, especially to two-wheel drive?
Yeah, I've been running both 8 scale and 10 scale this year. Pretty similar, like 50-50. In the beginning of the year, it was mostly 1.8, but now I'm starting to focus more on 110 for this race. So I hopefully it will be good.
There are a lot of pretty crazy obstacles on the track. What's your favorite part?
My favorite part is after the straight, basically, with the jump sections. The first one, the table jump and triple, then the second one, small table and triple. It's really cool when you can get the timing right.
We're here with Ryan Cavalieri. He's actually the defending champion here at the two-wheel drive portion. Ryan, what do you think of the track so far?
It's been great so far. I love it.
And you had a really good run at the Nationals. A couple of bad luck, actually, on that back triple jump right there. But obviously you had the speed to do well, and that should carry over to this weekend.
Yeah, I got good confidence going through the weekend, and my cars are working really good right now, and just figuring out the track even more. and it's going to be good.
And of all the drivers that are here this weekend, you've definitely got the most experience winning world championships. Does that experience under pressure give you an advantage going into qualifying in main events?
Yeah, it just I guess I've gotten lucky in the years past. I guess just being consistent and running well. So I'm at the right place at the right time, and that's how you win. So try to do it again.
Well, you obviously had a pretty good start at the Nationals, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can do this week. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
We got Team Associated team driver here and former two-wheel drive world champion Neil Cragg. Neil, you've run a couple of times in two-wheel now. What do you think of the track?
Yeah, it's really good. It's the layout's dialed and the surface is pretty good. I'm enjoying myself.
It's been really interesting to see the European drivers and American drivers, approach the sugared surface a little bit differently. So, what do you think of the track when there's this much grip?
I've never seen clay this grippy before. It's kind of like what we race on back home with Asher surface, that kind of level of grip. So, yeah, it's all right. I'm enjoying it.
And you get to come over to the U.S. every so often. So what do you think of tracks like this with the bigger jumps and kind of an extreme layout?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. You guys really know how to build proper tracks, So it's always a treat to come over here, and yeah, it's going good.
Well, hopefully we'll see you put in another solid run at a two-wheel drive world championship this weekend and make it for two.
Hopefully, car's going pretty good, so we'll see what happens.
Great, thank you.
No problem.
Here's the 2011, I believe, two-wheel drive national champion. Yes. And also won the Reedy race as well. So you've got some experience winning international events and racing for your first world title. What do you think of the track?
Yeah, the track's awesome. I think they did a really good job. Flow's really good, and then has some tricky timing sections that I think separate things a little bit and definitely make it a little more difficult than Nationals track was. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. It's a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of people are saying there's more grip here than there was at the Nationals as well. So it's kind of changed things up a little bit.
I don't know if I'd necessarily say there's more grip. I think it's pretty similar, but I actually think it's better because it's not rough and kind of torn up, so I don't think it's quite as grabby. But yeah, no, the surface and the layout, everything's really, really good.
And there's a few more high-speed sections here as well. Some sweeping corners. It seems like Nationals, everything was a 180.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's kind of catering to the mid-motor cars even more. Definitely pretty high speed and stuff, but yeah, it's good.
Cool. Well, we're looking forward to seeing how you do when the clock starts and you guys finally get to start racing.
Yeah, I know. It's been pretty hectic today, running every hour, a lot of practice and stuff, so things will mellow out tomorrow. It'll be good to get on the clock for real.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Got Team Durango driver here, Ryan Lutz. You've had a couple of runs now with your two-wheel drive buggy and got two more tonight. What do you think of the track so far?
Track's a lot of fun. It came around really good after the rains. They got it all prepped, and it's getting really, really good now.
And what do you think of the track layout compared to what we saw at the Nationals? It's kind of similar, but a lot of new sections.
Yeah, I kind of like the Nationals track because I did well at it, so we'll see how this one goes. It's kind of results-based, I suppose, but it's similar, same surface.
So if you do better, then you'll like this track better than the Nationals one?
Of course.
Have you had to make any changes to your car from what you ran at the Nationals? I mean, it looks like there's maybe a little bit more grip than there was last month.
I almost have a new car, so we're trying a lot of new parts, so making lots of changes, trying to figure it out.
And it seems like you guys have had that a lot in a lot of different classes, running new parts on all the Durango cars.
Yep, we're going for that next version of the car, and we're just trying to make it as good as possible for all the end consumer and us. So.
Well, shoot, that makes it more exciting to see how you guys do this week. Good luck.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
What do you think of the track?
Track's really good. The grip is getting a little bit more consistent now, and the layout's super fun. So yeah, track's awesome.
You had a really good success at the Cactus Classic this year with your mid-motor RB6, and what do you think that experience is going to help you with this weekend?
Yeah, Cactus was good, but Shootout Nationals wasn't that good. I wasn't comfortable, so been working hard for the Nationals, trying to get more comfortable, and so far so good. Got a completely different setup, and I'm happy today. My car feels good. The last run I made a couple of changes wrong direction, but overall I think it's going to be a good week.
The track layout looks pretty crazy. It's kind of like what we saw at the Nationals with a few different sections. What do you think of the layout, and what's your favorite part?
I think the track's awesome. It's bigger than Nationals. I think it flows better. Not quite so off-camber with the sugar track. Those off-cameras are just insane. They just want to flip really bad. So track's awesome.
We've got Kyosho driver from England here, Elliot Boots. Elliot, you've had 3 runs in two-wheel drive. What do you think of the track so far?
The track's really good. I've never really driven dirt with so much grip before. It's like driving on carpet. So it's taken a little while to adjust with all the more jumps than you're used to and things like that. But yeah, we're getting used to it, and got a few more practices to go, so we'll just see how it goes.
Have you been trying to change the setup on your car, or is it more about tuning your driving to the track conditions?
I think it's a bit of both. Definitely me just, adjusting my driving style for the two-wheel drive, but also trying to find the right setup for me to try and take the twitchiness out of the car and just make it where I can just, get back to my normal driving style.
How badly are you looking forward to Friday and the start of four-wheel?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that with my new four-wheel drive. Be more natural for me and perhaps let it off a bit more.
And there are a lot of crazy obstacles on the track. What's your favorite section?
Probably down the straight with the tabletop and triple, but hopefully this weekend will go good.
We have Team Durango driver here, Jorn Newman, all the way from Germany. What do you think of the track so far? I mean, it's a pretty big layout with a lot of traction.
Yeah, it's very huge and crazy traction, so it's not very easy to drive.
And a lot of the European drivers have a little bit of experience racing on AstroTurf, but a lot of them have said it's not really the same.
No, it's for sure not the same. It's very different than this surface. It's maybe similar traction, but very different to drive.
And not only is the surface itself different, but the layout is pretty extreme as well. What do you think of the track itself?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty nice layout. It's very difficult to make a 5-minute run without a mistake, but much better than at the warm-up race.
And have you had to make changes to your car pretty significantly to help deal with the track conditions?
Yeah, we made the suspension a little bit harder, and yeah, that's basically all. I tried some different front tires to get some less steering, and yeah, that's all.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing how you and the rest of your teammates do, and good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We have Team Lucy Racing driver Darren Bloomfield here, all the way from the United Kingdom. Darren, what do you think of the track so far?
Yeah, it's fun. I always like a bit of traction and the jumps. I've always been not too bad at getting the car set on jumps and quite a tidy jump up before the jump. So yeah, it's fun.
And we've talked to a lot of the European drivers about comparing what this is like to running on AstroTurf and getting just experience on high grip tracks, but this really isn't the same.
No, it's not the same. No, AstroTurf you have a more grip and a more constant grip all the time. You never get away from it, whereas here you get a slight slide, or if you slide on Astro you go over.
Sure. And the jumps though here, seem like they're built really well. No one's really having problems getting over the obstacles, so you can really focus more on going fast.
Yeah, we don't have too many jumps in the UK whatsoever, so it's fun to get on some jumps. All of them work really well. There's downslopes to them all, and it's fun.
Yeah, well, it's been fun watching you drive. Good luck this weekend, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Yeah, hey, reminisce back when I used to watch that Thriller over and over. I used